But in Australian market, there's another product we mainly use most of the times, which is the Galaxy lightweight panels. So
Lightweight panels.
yes,
So they're solar panels, but they're not as
they are
heavy,
solar
is
panels.
it?
They are much, much lighter than the traditional panels you can see from the market there.
Right. So what, you use them like a carpet and you fly through town and all that? Why would you need a lightweight panel?
We see, again, it's about the demand and also the pain point when we dived down into the market to see what is happening there. We have a lot of like old factories, warehouses where the structure is not really strong enough to
Put solar on.
to put solar on.
Yeah, I do remember when I was with LG, we sometimes won a commercial contract.
Yeah.
And then when the engineer came, he goes, no, you can't put 200 kilowatts on there. Maximum is 100 because the structure doesn't support any more than that.
Yeah.
So if you have the more lightweight built roofs, with your panel, I can put a bigger system on, is it?
Yeah, it is. So these panels are perfect for those low load bearing roofs. And another thing is that you will be able to see a lot of times that household owners or maybe factory or warehouse business owners, they have the concerns on the water leakage if they put the solar on, because you have to do the penetrations on the roof. Where our lightweight panels, the installation method of that is they are purely just glued onto the roof. So there's no penetration whatsoever. And
true, but I mean, maybe 20 years later, I might still want to remove them again. So what do I do then?
So that's a good one. Even the panels are glued on, but it can be really easily to be taken off.
Right.
So you know those kind of like simple rope saw is kind of like a rope, but you can use it as a saw, kind of like just cutting through kind of like a softer stuff. And you can simply use that just to cut through the glue underneath the panel. And then once you replace the 40 one, you can just put another layer of the glue, new supportings, and then put the panel back on.
Right. So what's the efficiency in the wattage of the panels at the moment?
Efficiency-wise, it's the same as the traditional panels because we use the same level of the solar cells.
Right.
And the output of the panel currently is 355 and a 360. We have actually two different sizes, where 360 is actually kind of like the main product we're using. And I'm expecting to have the 365 very soon, hopefully by end of Q4 or maybe early Q1 next year.
Now, because the majority of panels now have a 4 in front, does it mean that yours are a little bit smaller in the size? Right.
Yeah. So like I said there, we use the same level of the solar cells. It's just kind of like, different physical dimensions.
Is that to keep the wind load down and make it easier to glue on and all of those type of things?
Yes, exactly. And another thing is frameless. With the aluminum framing, you'll be able to have certain size of the solar panels, but without the frame, it means that there's no supporting for your structure of the solar panels.
Right.
So we have to kind of like make it smaller to make sure it's kind of like safe to use.
Got it. So what's one panel the weight of?
Well, about like 10 kilos. Right. So it's kind of less than half.
So per square meter, you're looking then only about 5 kilograms, is it?
A bit a bit above 5 there.
And you don't need any of the framing structures and all that.
No.
So theoretically, it could be a bit cheaper to install then as well, or not?
Yes, it will. And without the framing, you don't even need earthing for the panels.
Right.
And because we don't use aluminum racking systems, it's purely glued. And that's the same. Again, no earthing needed.
Right. Oh, gee, some of the racking manufacturers won't be very happy with this podcast. Sorry about that. So have you started to install some of them in Australia? I was going to say in Sydney, but in Australia as a whole?
Yeah, currently we have just a bit over 3 megawatt size of the Galaxy lightweight panels installed. Ranging from the small one like on a tiny house, which is like 2 or 3 kilowatt, to the big massive commercial one. Like we've got one in Brisbane, which is 600 kilowatt on the factory rooftop.
That's a good decent size.
And interestingly, that was just installed kind of like early this year before Cyclone Alfred. And the customer was freaking out. I can tell you that. He was so nervous because he didn't even know that.
Ken got a call. Listen, What's the strength of that bloody glue of your panels? We got this big cyclone coming and your frameless panels hanging on my roof. Am I going to have to evacuate?
Nah, he was really nervous. And after the cyclone, there was nothing happened, 0 damage. And he was so happy. Yeah.
Good.
So that's actually a really good
you
one.
can put that into the certificate as well, survived cyclone.
And I talk about this every time, you know.
Initially, he was very nervous for the cyclone to arrive, but after everything survived, he's using it as his CV now. Good one.
Yeah.
So I have heard about lightweight panels for commercial roofs in the past, but they are the kind of flexible types. So what's the difference between those and yours?
So our lightweight panels still has the glass as the surface. That's the main difference. The flexi panels, they have a rough surface where potentially as the time goes, it will still be collecting dust and water and causing hot spots, potentially short circuit current, and then fire hazard.
Right.
And the main reason we want to keep the glass as the surface, just like the standard panels we can see from the market, there is because we still want the panels to have that self-clean capability. And because there's no framing, so you can even put the panels on a flat roof.
Right.
So the rain will just wash out the dust, and then there will be no framing, kind of like, you know, holding those waters to dropping through. And we use quite a lot of Galaxy lightweight panels on the flat roofs, like the concrete membrane. We've actually done a flat roof job in Gold Coast. That's an apartment building. And we've got that supporting, which we either use EPDM or PPO tubes. And the main reason we use that, again, comparing to the flexi panels, because flexi panels are directly glued to the roof. So there's no air ventilation gap between the panel and the roof there. And also that's the reason why they have the MC4 connection junction boxes at the top, right? We have the MC4 junction boxes at the back. And because we do provide the supportings to give the panel to have that enough gap for the air ventilation and also for the rain to flow through underneath.
Right.
And then if you have the MC4 junction boxes at the back, at least it's not really on the direct sun exposed. And also the rain there. I mean, like, yes, it's at the top. You got that IP68 ratings or maybe even higher, but still put it at the back. That's the safest way to go with.
Please support the channel by liking the video, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, and check out all our other videos. Want more energy answered? Visit yourenergyanswers.com for quality energy products, tools and calculators, and find your quality local installers. You're still here? I'll see you next time. Bye.